Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Got some troubles here with the Gen 125. Let's rotate the wheel and see what happens. Okay. So that's obviously the brake disc is either worn or she's worn very, very unevenly. Right. Don't know if you can see, but if I feel my fingers like this surface is not flat. It's all wavy, alright. So I've got some new brake pads, but I'm also going to show you how to fix these deep grooves to get it flat again. So when we fit the new brake pads, it's running on a smooth, flat surface. Alright, if you guys stick around and I'll show you at my workstation how I sort out that brake disc. Okay. Alrighty. I've just removed the brake caliper. Let's just see what happens when you don't change your brake pads. Since I haven't changed my brake pads, it is basically now destroyed my brake disc. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can clearly see there, you got the inner one and you got the outer one. Okay, you can clearly see that it's down to the bone. All right, there is virtually no meat left on the outer one. You can clearly see there. There's still a little bit left there. Oh, I just say bloody nothing. But let's take these. Okay, let me remove the wheel and I'll show you what I've done wrong. Alright, so basically this is my own negligence. I've basically destroyed my brake disc, which I'll have to try and fix because I was too lazy to change my brake pads. I'll put the video on pause and I'll show you as I remove the wheel and the brake pad itself. Alrighty, I just removed the front wheel over here. Well, look how worn down these brake pads are. It's down to the bone. Hey? Down to the steel. You can see there's virtually nothing left. And yet I'm making YouTube videos here, preaching to you guys about bike maintenance. But look at this. Alright? Because of my laziness and my negligence, by not replacing my brake pads, I have now destroyed my brake disc. Look at this. Take a blade. No, and I don't have one of those dial gauges to check the trueness. It's really common sense. It's not going to work against you. So we take this blade, we can actually see those gaps. See that? You can't really see it, but you can feel it. I mean, with my fingertips. You can see how bad it is. It's like all wavy is doing this. You can see high spots and low spots. Okay, I'm quickly going to show you how to fix it with an angle grinder. Okay. If we can just at least get this one side of the surface smooth, we'll replace it like new brake pads, and then hopefully it'll make it a little bit smoother after a couple of weeks. Okay, I'll show you the angle grinder quickly, how I fix this. Alrighty. Just make sure to wear gloves and goggles when you're working with the angle grinder. Okay, it's going to be very difficult to work with one hand. I'm going to show you what I do with this. Okay, when I make this thing flat, so when they put on brake pads, these two can run together. It'll take a bit of time. But you know something? I'm just kidding. Alright, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Right, I just picked up another brake disc this morning. I paid like $400 for this thing over here. If you take a blade, this is the original Omi brake disc for the Gen 125. This is an aftermarket one, okay? But in any case, you can see there's virtually no grooves in this thing. This thing has got nothing on there. Smooth. If I take my nail and run my nail over there, it is smooth, okay? So this thing is good to go. Turn it over. With some new brake pads, within a week or two, it'll be a lot smoother than it is right now. But I paid $400 for this. And this was about $350. I paid $370 for this about 4 years ago. This is now 2.5 mil thickness, and the stock one is 3.2 millimeters, alright? So don't use the angle grinder and try to flatten this, okay, because the new brake pads is not going to make it, it's not going to make it flat, okay. All right, put the video on pause and I'll show you install this, and of course we can bleed the brakes, okay. Alrighty. You know, the moral of the story is I really thought the brake disc was warped, but it's not. I've taken some feeler gauges, I pressed it up underneath this table over here, and I don't find anything warped, anything like that. Let's go to my, okay, right, so I've got my replacement like brake disc on here. She's virtually brand new, and of course what I recommend is do not using old brake pads, otherwise whatever shape you have on your old brake pads, it'll transfer onto this, okay.